What if I told you there was a way to train your brain to actually make more money? What if I told you there was a way that you could shift the way you think so that you're going to have more abundance, more significance financially, more opportunity in your life, all the good things, not the bad things. These are the things that most people want to know. When they sit down with someone who's had any level of success, these are the questions they should be asking, but they don't know that the questions they should be asking. And they're certainly too easy. When we share them, you'll understand this. They're too easy for you to even think they matter. But here's the key. If you want to trick your brain into having more success, more financial success, more abundance, it starts with why. It starts with the vision. It's like building a company or building a brand or building anything. When you're trying to build more wealth, you really have to start with the why. Visualize the success you want and why you want it. What does it look like? What is it going to provide you? What are the very things that it's going to do for you? And so I'm not talking about stuff. I'm not talking about new cars, new houses, new stuff. It's empty. What I'm talking about is financial security, safety, better education for your family, better education for you, more opportunities. Maybe you want to help out a sibling, help out a grandchild, help a friend. Maybe you want to give more to your community. I'm talking about impactful, game-changing vision, but you have to visualize the why. See, if you want to trick your brain to making more money, you got to start with something that actually makes you work. And wanting doesn't make you work. Eventually you quit, because it's empty. But wanting with why, focusing and visualizing the success you're looking for and the actual purpose behind it gives you drive, gives you purpose. You know, a purpose-driven life is a really, really good life. So if you can develop that vision, that is the first starting point. And I like to use this analogy because it's just like a business. Any business idea that we develop, we start with the vision. Who are we trying to serve? Why are we trying to serve them? How are we going to be better than anybody else at this? Why are we doing this? How is it going to change the way it's offered today? You ask yourself all these questions, but they're principle-based. They're not stuff-based. You don't start a business out by saying, gosh, think of all the things we could buy. Think of the new equipment we could put over here and the new lights we would do here and the new camera we would use for new videos. Like, you don't start with that. But financially, so many people do. Financially, people often start with what they want, not the why behind why they want it. A question I like to ask is, what can money do for you? And then ask it again. This was a methodology I learned from David Bach years ago when he wrote Smart Women Finish Rich and Smart Couples Finish Rich and The Automatic Millionaire. It was really about getting to value-based investing and saving. Why do you want it? What is it really going to do? Getting that aha moment, if you ask yourself over and over and over again what it really does, might help you realize the truth behind why you're working for it. Now that you have the vision, now that you have the actual game plan of the why, what do you do next? It comes down to execution. Now we get to what the COOs often do. So the CEO is the visionary, the COO is the chief operating officer. So when you get to execution, you got to get down to the weeds. Got to get down into the execution part. So this is what it looks like. Where are you now? Where do you want to be? And how are you going to get there? Where are you now starts with really identifying financially where you're sitting. Where's your money going? Where's it not going? Where should it be going? Is there any extra? Financially, are there things that you can do that are going to be more valuable to you on a day-to-day basis? How are you moving the needle with where you are right now? Where you are right now also establishes how far away you are from where you want to be, right? So where am I now? Where do I want to be? Where I want to be means I'm setting goals. Goals are concrete. They're things that you're working towards. They're literally helping you get towards that vision. So it's starting to connect the dots. So I am right here, right now. Next, I need to identify, I want to be here. And here's why. I already established what it's going to do, how it's going to affect my entire life. I've established all these things, but now I'm laying out the execution point. Where am I at? Where do I want to be? And how am I going to get there is the map. It's a measurable, accountable map, a blueprint, if you will. What are the steps that you're going to take? The action steps that are going to actually get you there. Let's say we're tricking our brain to be more financially successful. And we say it starts with visualizing why success, right? Now you're visualizing what you see, what you're doing, why you're doing it. You're leveraging your strengths. You're loving your life. All these things are great. But then you got to get into the weeds because that's where the work begins. The work begins at the COO level in your head. The execution of the idea, all of us have ideas. Most people don't want to work at the idea. Everybody wants to share the idea with you, but not many people want to actually apply the work that goes into it. What are the action steps that start from where you are now? Legitimately looking at where you are now is also key. Like, honestly, evaluate how far away you are from that goal that you're trying to get to. And then when you build out those action steps, they might be baby steps. It might be, in order to trick my brain to be more financially successful, I've got to spend 5 minutes every day just reading about something new. I gotta buy the Wall Street Journal or a subscription to the Wall Street Journal so I can learn more about the financial world, the financial markets, what's going on in the economy around me. I want to learn real estate. I want to learn investing. I want to learn, it might be baby steps. It might be way bigger. It might be that you're already killing it in the real estate game, but there's so much more you could do. You have an impact that you want to make on the community. You want to develop a community. You want to build something bigger than yourself. Same things apply. The same work that got you to where you are will get you to where you want to be. It's just thinking bigger, visualizing a bigger plan, executing upon those very things. Training your brain to make more money is really just about setting up a plan, your very own plan for your own goals, your own dreams, and your own aspirations. Thinking more abundantly for yourself. Knowing that that whatever you want is attainable if you visualize it. So if you want a certain career, visualize it. It's really easy when you start to put things into place. A certain career, you can say, if I want to be a doctor, I know this is what I need to do. I need to actually make really good grades in undergrad. Then I have to go and get accepted to another program. And then I have to take some tests in between, and I'm going to go to school for 8 to 10 years. I'm going to owe hundreds of thousands of dollars, but I can start to take the steps to move me towards it. People understand that dynamic. What they don't often understand is when they're already working in the world and readjusting the course. Sometimes you have to change your environment. Sometimes you have to change the plan. Sometimes you have to blow up what's been going and working for you if it has nothing to do with where you actually want to be. You know, if your goal is to be in this field, but you're doing nothing remotely close to it, you might need to reassess where you're at today and adjust. But it really starts with the why behind why you want to do it. Do you want to do something you're passionate about and you love? Do you want to do something that really drives you to succeed, to help support more people? Is the why about doing what you're special at? I don't know the answer to that, but what I know is when I visualize something and build it from the top down, and then once I have the idea, I go into the bottom and I get into the grassroots and build it from the bottom up, I connect the dots towards that dream, that goal, that aspiration. And tricking your brain is all about making it work for you, not against you. And there is a lot of work and a lot of action steps in between, but I think you got it in you. I think we all have it in us. And the truth is, these are the very steps I've been implementing in my career, in my life, and with all the friends and family that surround me. These are the things we've been teaching. And so I'm confident that if you execute upon these ideas and apply your goal, you're gonna find success. If you like these videos, click on them, share them, like them, do whatever it takes to get the word out. Because a mindset of abundance and positivity is something the world needs to hear more of. Knowing how to visualize a plan and execute it is simple, but hearing it over and over and over again is how you actually get there. Believe me, there are very many times I re-listen to videos that we've recorded for you, for the world out there, and they apply to my situation right now. They help me execute something I'm working on today. It's real. And if you use it, I'd love to hear about how you've done this in your life. How have you found this helpful to you? What are you doing that matches this? Share in the comments. Give us an idea of what's working for you. Maybe there's something different that we haven't thought about. Put it out there in the world. Watch how fast it catches fire.